Catholics today use icons of Christ to pray to. The concept of nuns and monks was also adopted in from Babylon and Roman tradition. Instead of having nuns for Vesta, they now have nuns for Christ. Completely pagan tradition and philosophy. The Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Greeks and Romans all had a tradition that the rulers took upon themselves symbols of whichever gods they honoured, and also to show that these gods honoured them. The divine symbols also showed that the god was present there. Here's the Roman Emperor Antonius, dressed like the sun god Osiris. Here's Alexander the Great, with the attributes of the god Zeus, the horn. Here, Alexander's dressed in the lion headdress, that was the symbol of the god Hercules. This woman, at the feet of the Pope in St. Peter's Basilica, is wearing the headdress of Hercules. Here's the Emperor Augustus, with the attributes of Jupiter, holding the globe, and before it was destroyed, he was holding the staff. And here from a Catholic church, here it's Jesus who holds the attributes of Jupiter, the globe and the staff. Here from pagan Pergamon. And the woman with the globe has also found her place in the Catholic Church. Here's the Greek god Zeus, with the well-known symbol, the bolt of lightning. In St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, this woman holds the lightning bolt of Zeus in one hand and a cross in the other. Others also hold Zeus's attributes, here again from St. Peter's Basilica. The sun god Sol's identification was of course the sun halo. Here again from St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, the woman at the feet of the Pope wears the halo of the sun and the cross. The god Isis with a snake entwined around her arm with its head held in her hand. Here you can see the same symbol in the Catholic Church. In the Catholic Church you can see baby Jesus with the globe and two fingers pointing upwards. No different from what we find in the Far East, here with two fingers up and the globe in his hand. Here's Mary with the sun behind her and the globe in her hand. The Babylonians spread around the pagan religion over the whole world, especially in the Middle East. Under the Roman Empire, the world's religions were gathered together under one roof. When the papacy came and took over the Roman emperor's title and crown, then the church also took over all the traditions of Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece and Rome, thus sealing their apostasy in the name of Christ. These cities in Babylon were once centres of religion, and their teachings were spread abroad by the travelling merchants. Originally, the false teachings of ancient Babylon spread around the future nations of the world when the Tower of Babel failed and the people were dispersed. This is where the sun god originated from, and therefore sun worship. These famous symbols belong to the sun god and his kingdom. Among them, solar wheel, solar cross, the sun and eagle's wings, the serpent and the moon. Here you can see all these symbols together, the cross around his neck, the serpent on his head, the half moon and the sun over his head, and the eagle's wings at the top. The sun god was the giver of life. Here the sun delivers the Ankh, or life. Shamash, the Babylonian sun god, had this symbol. The straight-edged cross and the wavy sunbeams emanating from it. Here's the sun god on his throne with his mark on the altar in front. Here's the mark of the Babylonian sun god in a Catholic church, with two people inside who are supposed to be Mary and Jesus. The church developed this symbol. Here's another cross with the undulating sunbeams. The Babylonian pendant shows a very special design, the straight sunbeams and the undulating sunbeams all mixed within each other. And here we see the same symbol in the Catholic Church, who clearly keep Babylon's tradition. The symbol of the sun was loved in Babylon because they honoured the sun god, and today it's in the Catholic Church who also exalt the sun god. You can find them on relics, altars and surrounding icons of God. From St. Peter's Basilica again, the woman at the feet of the Pope is holding the sun as if it were her baby. Here's another at the feet of the Pope and the sun on her chest. And here again from St. Peter's Basilica. The God in heaven never intended for sun symbols to be mixed into worship for him, nevertheless, here in the Catholic Church. Here's a statue of the Pope with the sun on each hand. The sarcophagus of a Pope with the sun on his hand. Here again. Is he a priest for the sun god, or for the God of heaven? The solar wheel was also famous in sun worship in Babylon. Here also from Babylon. Here we see the solar wheel decorating a pagan temple in India. Here from the famous temple in Dendera in Egypt, the sun wheel with the zodiac around it. And here we see Mary lifting up the solar wheel. This is probably the world's largest solar wheel in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican, in the city of the Catholic Church, Rome. The woman holds the solar wheel, here from the Catholic Church, and here from Babylon, and here again as decor on a Catholic church. The half moon is also a famous religious symbol from Babylon, here with the sun above it. Here on a seal from Babylon, here again on another artifact. Here we have the Egyptian god with the same symbol, here again from Babylon,